Ramadan Mubarak to all we beautiful Muslim brothers and sisters them across the globe. To Sierra Leoneans back home, Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora, I greet we all. To comrades, sympathizers, supporters, members, and well wishers of the great mighty All People's Congress, the APC. To my fellow grassroots supporters of my party, your party, our party, the People's Party, the mighty All People's Congress, the APC. I greet we all in the spirit of good comradeship as today mark the 3rd day of April this year, 2023. Some couple of days ago, I will make a statement here where I've been admonished the mighty All People's Congress, which is my party, your party, our party, the APC, in regards of the security of the party. These are my words or my statement we have been say. I say, the police can never be Catholic than the Pope. I repeat, the police can never or will never be Catholic than the Pope. I may also reference the killing of Malik Shabazz, where many people can call Malcolm X. Malcolm X was killed with shotgun. That was in February 21st in 1965 when Malik Shabazz was killed, Malcolm X. And during the time when they assassinate Malcolm X, the state been provide for security, a police officer, we been there with Malik Shabazz, Malcolm X, when they've been killing him. You know, when Malcolm X they give up the ghost, the police way been go there and try for give oxygen to Malcolm X. The police been frowned at, and the police department in that state at that time, or in America, been frowned at. That police officer said that was not, the job of the police. They've been just put on there for high seeing of man or pretend as if he's a security to guard Malcolm X in well-being. But at the end of the day, that was not what they put on there for. You know, what we all saw yesterday, the 2nd of April, within the axis of mile 38, the checkpoint, let me try for be specified here. Within that checkpoint, what happened yesterday to the person with the political emblem, we carry the emblem or carry the ticket, the presidential ticket, the flag bearer, and that of the leader of the mighty All People's Congress, the APC, my Sierra Leone, my responsibility, Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara. What happened yesterday to his person or his life was a failed assassination attempt by the police through the SLPP government. For some reasons, because the party don't already took its position in regards of that failed assassination on the lives of Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara, I will differ myself from certain words or explanation, so that will, restrain me for elaborate much of what happened yesterday, because the party has already took its position in regards of that failed assassination attempt on the life of Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara. I start by saying here, the police cannot be Catholic than the Pope, of which I referenced in my previous statement or publication we have been make, and call the APC administration or executive wing for let we more focus and concentrate on the security. That we should not give up on those marshals or those bodyguards them were there with Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara. As we hear, when one the PRO of the police bingo Sidom talk or the media one, he say that they are well trained in a situation like them one day where they occur. They are well trained for it. But let me ask a question. Where was this very police or police officers that were given to Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara on his way to Freetown from Lunge when the LUC Gam? Where were these police officers that were given to Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara or assigned to him when he was doing that particular peaceful procession on his way to Freetown? Where are these police officers? That is question number one. As I say, I don't want to elaborate much on this thing, so I go restrain myself. That's the number one question where I go ask. I make this alarm. That was yesterday. Say the police, they try for assassinate Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara. When you get a competent court, you table videos of shots when police, whether it is tear gas canisters, whether it is live rounds, but we saw an imagery and a video also when police, they shoot directly at Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara in vehicle, and we saw those tear gas where they go, then they shoot under carrier of a motorcar where he on board, and also then they shoot directly to the motorcar. Come to my word again, say the police can never be Catholic than the Pope. Where are those police officers? Where we see now all in those marshal where we bland see beyond Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara yesterday. When stood their grounds, then tinap day, they said they need to go north high. Multiple tear gas canisters were pumped on Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara in car way on board. To an extent that one of these particular security or marshal was hit with tear gas canister in forehead, and he get a deep cut. Supposedly that thing been go and enter into that particular vehicle where Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara go, he hit him, maybe go knock on his head, he knock his skull. Dr. Samura Kamara faint, he collapse, he give up the ghost, he die. God forbid. Who said this situation for being left the Republic of Sierra Leone yesterday to today? Who said this situation for being left with state with? Because we can't sit and look, the SLPP take on themselves, aided by the police, go kill Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara, a leader of the APC, a flag bearer, a presidential candidate for the APC. Then go kill him yesterday. But that was a failed assassination attempt. Now they got show we say it still loves Sierra Leone force. If yesterday the police been succeed with that assassination attempt and kill Dr. Samura Kamara, what would have left that state into? What would have left the Republic of Sierra Leone into? What would have left our people into? What would have left vulnerable supporters of the SLPP into? What would have left children, vulnerable women, vulnerable children, expectant mother, belly woman, them, people who were sick with the hospital? What would have left other state institutions them into yesterday and today? Trust me, it will have been more devastating what happened in Kigali, Rwanda in 1994 when they killed two presidents then into the flight within the land into the shores of Kigali. It will have been more devastating. Take this from me. You look at the video, you see direct shots at Samura Kamara in Motuka, be it on the carrier, be it or be this. But that was an assassination attempt on the life of Dr. Matthew Wilson Samura Kamara. But it was that of a failed one yesterday. If that didn't succeed, vulnerable people were there now, honorable SLPP supporters. Their life too will be paid for that. Shakespeare's got one of his book where he write that book, Julius Caesar, When the conspirators, they don't go, they kill Caesar. One of the leading conspirators was called Brutus. Brutus. After when they don't kill Caesar, a chaotic scene happened. The commoners, the plebeians, every one of them were out there burning tires, ravaged the streets of Rome because they don't kill Caesar. There was this person who had been carried the name as Brutus, an innocent Brutus man, passing by or as a passerby. Was it called a pedestrian moving? The angry people, the angry commoners or the angry plebeians, they ask this man, they make checkpoints, he halts. What is your name? He say, I'm Brutus. No explanation. They say, kill him because he just carried the name Brutus. What would have happened yesterday if the police be succeed into that assassination attempt into the life of Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura, Kamara? What will have happened for innocent SLPP supporters then? I'm saying this for you SLPP guys. What will have happened to you with your life? The police, they tell, we say then stop, give Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura, Kamara 10 vehicle tenders. Listen. Madabio is all over the country, the campaign since this year don't start or last year. You know, every day in office, but they live under the taxpayers the money. Some of us, we are taxpayers in that country because I know the remittance of which are they send back home. I will not make boast of it, but I know the remittance of which way me they send back home. So my money in another country, I'm a taxpayers. But matter you no ever sit on our office since this year don't start. Let me leave them within that range of this year, you know, start. Matter be they from one district to another district, even though they go to hate speech. Sierra Leoneans should commend our youth in that country. Some of this thing would have plunged that country into chaos, into war. But who won the election, let go peaceful into this election. But the SLPP never won this. You think when Madabio entourage, they come in the municipality, Madabio not want that multitude, Madabio not want those numbers, Madabio not want those supporters, the SLPP not want them supporters, then they forgo welcome them. They want it. When they go in places when they consider, say, these are their strongholds, things like this, they happen, then they welcome them, then they go take them. When they see the entourage, when they see the multitude, when people they come out, they go take them. Of course, it's their right. Madabio want the same thing when they come out for come na freedom. Let us see people and they be but oh yeah, people have tired with him. People have danced with the SLPP. Even vulnerable SLPP supporters today in our country not get the mind for come out na street and raising hand up say, I'm an SLPP supporters. Knocking chest and make that boldness they say me na SLPP supporters. They cannot do it. Because they know what their masters, what their political heads and others have done into the lives of peaceful and harmless Sierra Leoneans, like what happened yesterday to Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura, Kamara in that failed assassination attempt into in persons or in life. What will have happened? You think Marabia don't want those multitude, don't want those crowds or infantry anytime where they go for camp? He want it. Marabia get an eagle, he always want for fly. But this thing where they call, availability, is not there for him. It is not available for him for get him. That shows, indicates that the people have tired with SLPP. The people don't want the SLPP again. Samura Kamara is well loved. The APC is well loved. So no sign no there Samura Kamara they go, you go stop those crowds and they not go meet and they not go visit. And this is sad for our country. Then been killed Samura Kamara yesterday, God forbid. Trust me, as I talk this time, the blood of peaceful and harmless Sierra Leoneans, them whether in the SLPP, because I know they are peaceful and harmless supporters in the SLPP. Their blood them for the run today at the street of Freetown. With no indication for saying I go attack them. Their blood will have been run today in the street of Freetown. Because Marabio don't make it simple for we don't expose the police. Police are not enough in the states. They are not enough in the states. Police not enough in the states. So police will be there to coil down that situation where they don't go create, or that bad havoc where they don't go create. You think people for being taken out under light? You think people for being fold their hands, fold their limbs, or whatever they fold? They begin to say, bismillah, God is good, glory be to God. You think people will have looked at it that particular way? The answer is no. It will have been a chaotic. It will have been a civil war today, civil unrest from yesterday to today into that country, Sierra Leone to be specified, anywhere in that country, be it west, be it north, be it south, within its 4 cardinal axes. It will have been a devastating situation today into that country if the police been succeed with that assassination attempt yesterday. But it was because of the intervention of God Almighty. We still continue the show. We say love that country. Spare the lives of Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura, Kamara today. When for being on rampage the situation today into that country. The Limas and others will not have the opportunity today for going to AYV. Trust me. As I say, I don't want to elaborate too much on that. The videos are there, these are there. The party don't take in position. I will not speak on that because we don't get a court when we don't get a presiding judge where being the preside over a matter between the APC's dynamics. Call somebody when not to an APC person, Adebayo, and say, the party should apologize on Adebayo in behalf because a member try for force Adebayo into the APC. So what if Emmanuel come here into that assassination attempt, begin say things then, and the party don't take in position, they will use it. Say, oh, a rep from the APC now don't say this to that will happen. But I stand on my grounds, which is a very solid grounds, or in a very solid rock, that what happened yesterday was an assassination attempt to the lives of Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura, Kamara, and that was a failed assassination attempt yesterday into lives. The videos are out there, pictorial evidences are out there yesterday of what happened. So let's have this clear here. I will not elaborate much on it. I will not take much on it. I will reserve some of these things and I will restrain myself for say much about it until the party take another further actions. We will continue to enlighten our people. But mark it here, the party, as I said, the police will never be Catholic than the Pope. Yeah? We are the security officers that we are given to Samura Kamara or assigned to him yesterday when he left Port Loko in that particular routes where he take yesterday, the route into Freetown, they come yesterday into that peaceful procession, then that happened. We are those police officers. We are there into the cars of Samura Kamara to halt their colleagues or their comrades to say, stop, don't shoot. We are here, situation is calm. Where are they? But when they reach in mile 38, they give an open vacuum into it that we are here for our plans. Let's execute our plans. The party should consider to take more marshals, and those marshals I want for commend una. I want for say plenty thank you. Yesterday when I watch at una, I was so beefed that I want for shed tears. I cannot hold my emotion yesterday. I know how I feel. Wona tinapianda say we know they go no side. They shoot at una, shoot at Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura Kamara. Many of una sustain multiple injuries into those canisters where they shoot at Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura Kamara yesterday. You give your body, you give your lives, you give your blood as shield to protect the lives of Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura Kamara. I applaud una and say kudos to una. God will continue to guide una families them. God will continue to protect the lives of una picking them. God will continue to protect the lives of una well-being into that country for what you guys did yesterday. You not only did that for Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura Kamara, but you did that for Sierra Leone, saying enough for take the lives of Samura Kamara because you know what would be the aftermath if they will succeed for kill Samura Kamara. So that is why many of una give una body them yesterday as a shield, as a bulletproof for letting not kill Samura Kamara. Not only for Samura Kamara, not only for una self, but for the lives of many. So people should always commend the APC into that country, say we want peace. Lastly, have you an article written by Vicky Romeo or Romeo Vicky, which is which, I don't know. And I also saw a video where I get the opportunity to watch at that particular video, and it lasts something like 8 minutes, the one where I opportunity for watch. Having read her article and viewed that particular videos, her statement or what she wrote in that article, I saw many SLPP supporters projecting those article, or that article, sorry to say the article and the video, propagating those messages in those in that article or video itself, commending Vicky Romeo about what she said or what she wrote into the article and the video. But I challenge Vicky Romeo here, say, please, I'm Emmanuel. Somebody take this video to Vicky Romeo that what she claimed happened in 2018 was not true. An incident of shot happened in 2011 or 12 when Madabio went to Bo. After we don't do a maiden speech, he went to Bo in Thank You Tour. And that happened between three parties. Vicky Romeo, if you don't know, let me educate you. It happened with the first party when at the SLPP. It happened with the second party when that party of Charles Magai. And it happened with the APC. 3. The police intervened for calm down the situation because each side be they throw missiles at each other. So the police intervened because of Madabio was there for protecting life. So the police were shooting tear gas at each side for make sure they dispatch those protesters them or whatever will be they happen. So have this here in your knowledge, Vicky Romeo. Please, it never happened in 2018. And never in we history, we don't get shot what happened to Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura, Kamara. When we see police, they shoot direct at a political leader and a flag bearer or presidential candidate, be it independent now, be it political now, where they shoot at them. If una get a video of shot, una challenge me and bring those videos out of what happened yesterday to Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura Kamara, in a similar occasion. In 2018 also, let me lay the reference here and put the record straight. The police go with IMC, we go do a shot. Now, it was because the observe said there was a server when them in the use, and that server not relate or correspond with the with NatCom. What they say IMC? Sorry here with NatCom then server. So NatCom been called on the police. They don't act or waiting somebody. They use a server where that server not correspond with the unit, and NatCom and they regulate all these internet, this, that, now the country. So when you get to server, where you then find out that server not waiting a different from the country, they have to check it. So that what happened. But they never go, they pump tear gas per mother, Biogo Fet. And the police, the man at that time will be go there, I don't forget it. They go when they are peacefully. Nothing of short happened to Mother Bill. So let we learn for the put the record straight to people, because some things them you are hearing the last time they talk about misinform, ill-inform, or that inform. But you too, you are misinforming your audience, and misinforming your audience, it has the potential also for give a scope to others. So they put on short practices and they go on with this on and on and on. But I challenge you guys. Bring for me those videos. Let's see those videos when they do shots to Madabio or any other person in the SLPP. Yeah, I want to use opportunity and tap here at first. And remind also the party executive. We all don't saw what happened yesterday. Have it in mind that what happened to Malik Shabazz, Malcolm X, in February 21st in 1965. It always leave a room to tell us that the police can never be Catholic than the Pope. There are many questions on the table. There are many questions on the plate in regards of the police yesterday that were assigned to Dr. Matthew Wilson, Samura Kamara. But when they reached at mile 38, we all saw what happened. Question to ask, where are these police officers? Where did they went to? Where did they go? Where are they? What happened? APC, the police can never be Catholic than the Pope. I commend our marshals. In the struggles of APC, there is victory for us all. Alitua continua. Long live the mighty All People's Congress. Long live the people of Sierra Leone. Thank you. I go by the name Emmanuel. Lord, stay safe, stay blessed. Thank you all.